What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91. Or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's talk about Renault. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
It doesn't look promising for them so far. And if the new regs have hit them as hard as we think, well, I suspect they may need a few late nights at the factory to get back on track.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Sainz, Fernando Alonso and Bottas. The captain, Grosjean, Perez and Pierre Gasly. Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Kimi Raikkonen and Verstappen, Ocon, Stroll, Marcus Ericsson and Charles Leclerc. Sirotkin and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, you've qualified higher than we expected, so let's try to build on this position throughout the race.
Hey guys, and welcome back to more F1 2018 and part 5 of Season 2 with McLaren in our career mode. And in today's episode we have the Spanish Grand Prix, and as you can see, our pace is pretty good around here. 5th and 7th on the grid, myself and Fernando. And I can tell you, Fernando Alonso topped Q1 and Q2, but couldn't really hook up a lap in the final session. We've brought some upgrades to this Grand Prix. But, you know, I think it's only just about made us the 4th best team.
But we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them, and warm the tyres as well, please.
Yeah, so we're only technically the 4th best team, but I think, you know, we've both hooked it up well around here. Fernando Alonso, it's his home race, so he's been performing really well, and no, it's great to see that we've, you know, got genuine top 10 pace around here, and it should be another fun one, just like China, and hopefully we'll have a few more overtakes as well, like we did there. That one's just released on the channel as I'm recording this, and a lot of you guys really did enjoy the Grand Prix and thought it was probably the best race of the career mode so far. So hopefully we can usurp that today, but it is going to be tough, obviously. Around here the starting straight is very long, so we're likely to lose
No threat of rain for the time being.
a number of positions from the start, but you never know. We're trying to effectively warm our tyres on this formation lap to give ourselves the best possible chance against Bottas and Alonso ahead. You know, all I'd like is for a nice start of this Grand Prix and give us a real chance of doing something good. But here we are, we're lining up now. Thank you for all the support on the series so far, as always. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully we can have a good Grand Prix today to celebrate, and you know, get some points on the board, and hopefully Fernando can score some big points as well. I think he's only had an 8th place so far.
As soon as the grid has formed, be ready.
And that's about it. Here we go then. Lights out, away we go here in Barcelona. Again, a bit of a sluggish start, but we've only lost 2 positions so far. Although here comes Gasly, that's going to be 3, and it's very tight. Coming into this first turn, we have Lost a fair few positions, but we know that we've got pace around this section of the track. We do go a little bit wide, but manage to just about hold on to it. We go around the outside of Romain Grosjean for 8th place, and now we have a look down the inside of Perez, back up to 7th now. We're behind our teammate Fernando Alonso. Ooh, an intense start. It wasn't the worst start from us, but certainly a little bit of argy-bargy. And time to just swap a couple of the settings around, just so we've got maximum output going into this long straight for the first time. There's a little bit we did lock up into that turn. We're holding it now into the twisty turny section. And we've lost out on the run. But hopefully we'll be able to use the slipstream of our teammate to hold off Perez, at least for the time being. Well, first lap we managed to actually gain a place, considering... actually no, we're in exactly where we started, 7th place, so I guess that's a good start. Again, we haven't nailed turn 4, which is a pity. Or turn 3 I think it is actually. But yeah, nonetheless, we didn't nail it. We have got yellow flags behind. I don't know exactly what's going on. Safety car's deployed.
Safety car is out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta. A new strategy
Right, so
is available on the MFT.
Grosjean out of the race. Yeah, I agree with Jeff.
Strategy option. Copy
We're going
that.
to come in and change to the medium tyres. And hopefully take them to the end of the race. So this could be a genius strategy move, or
Speed, our delta is too low.
could be stupid.
Slow your pace immediately.
Be interesting to see how many other people come in. Everybody's coming in. Everybody is coming in. There's no point
Fernando's in the pits.
me staying out. Everybody is in the pit lane now, and lots of double stacking will be going on. We benefit because we're at the end of the pit lane, so we might get out before the first Sauber, or Fernando can at least get through. We come in. And we're waiting for everybody to go past, of course. Oh, this is frustrating. This isn't fair. Other people are getting let out. How can't we? We managed to get out in front of the Sauber, but that is it.
See these
We've lost so many positions there, it is ridiculous. I guess what we could have done is caught up with the safety car and came in next lap up. This is annoying because everybody's on the same strategy now. I don't think anybody will be pitting, but the order is going to be completely jumbled, and it looks like we've really lost out. I think Fernando Alonso could be in the lead of the race right now.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
Okay guys, so the safety car is in this lap. And yeah, Fernando Alonso is going to be in the theoretical lead of the Grand Prix. I think the Sauber and the Williams ahead of him are already on the medium tyres, so they've got a pit at some point. And yeah, so Fernando leading the race. Ready to go racing once again. Here we go.
That brings you up a place.
Yeah, here we go. Lights out once again on this race, and well, we've been caught napping there, and Charles Leclerc is going to have a run on us, and we are going to drop to dead last in the field. Unless we can come back at him right now, and we can. So we managed to make one position back at least. And yeah, we're under pressure here, and it's simply caused by everybody coming into the pits under safety car. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how high we can come. Well, we're going to have a look at Nico Hulkenberg, our former teammate from F1 2016, and we're through. A little bit of a lock-up, but I was getting impatient behind him, to be honest. He was holding us up a lot, and it will be difficult to overtake around here. Don't get me wrong when I say that. You know, it will be tough because of the dirty air. We're going to have a little look at Magnussen, the solitary Haas in the race at the minute. Well, actually, for the rest of this race, unless he also retires. Which, you know, you would say is unlikely. Got a decent run on Ocon now, and this could well be us moving into 15th place, but the false India straight line speed is very, very good, so we might have to wait until the corners. We have got Verstappen up ahead as well, so he's struggling to make his way back through the field. Gonna have a look at Ocon now. Ooh, it's a little bit dirty, but we managed to make it through. We're up to 15th. Verstappen, all Hartley locked up there. Hartley's probably not used to keeping Verstappen behind him, but nonetheless, he is doing right now. We are going to have DRS. And a decent run. So Verstappen goes right. We're sort of just watching from afar, really. Hartley very, very slow through there. Slower than I was ever expecting him to go. Possible chance here. Oh, the sausage curbs kind of got in the way, but we've got a good run this time. And I bet you he's managed to get DRS on us. Actually, those two are in now, so we're up to 12th. Which is pretty decent. We have got people coming up with us, behind us with speed, but got a little bit of clean air here. Oh, somebody's got off. What's happened behind? Perhaps it's Hartley. Doesn't look like anybody's out of the race, so let's actually have a look at that on the replay. It was Hartley's spun, so he's been punted to the back. Bless him. Bless his cotton socks. But yeah, look at this now. Actually, it looks like a Sauber and Hartley have made contact, so let's go back into this and have a look at what's happened. Yeah, look at this. So the Sauber's out, Hartley's causing all sorts of problems, and well, could have quite easily been another safety car, which I don't think anybody would really complain about right now. But Fernando Alonso leading this race. I think Gasly's in second, and you know, we're down in 12th. We've really got to come back here, or Fernando is gonna embarrass us, really. And since we're the world champions, we need to get back. Coming up right close to Verstappen now. A little bit of a corner cut there, I apologise. Got overtake mode on. We did just get a bit of a poor run out of the final corner, which was just desserts, really. considering how badly we cut the previous corner. But no, we're doing all right here. I think we should get back into the points. I don't think there's any question of that. We've still got 9 laps to go, so and Stroll's holding these boys up. He's almost forced into having a look at Verstappen there. It's going to be tough to pass these guys. It's just a very tough circuit to overtake on. Especially when you're in a train of cars. I think when you're behind one, it's not so bad. But train of cars is very difficult. Well, we're having a look at Verstappen and we're through. We managed to hold him off. Which is good, so we're up to 11th now and we're closing in on Kimi and Stroll up ahead. Should be good. And if we can get past these, you know, we've got a few faster cars ahead, which will hopefully be able to pull us through. Right, and now having a look at Lance Stroll. We hold it round the outside. Kimi doesn't know we're there and we manage to get through. A bit of contact there, but as far as I'm concerned, we had the move done.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
This should be our chance to get past Lance Stroll and into 8th place in this Grand Prix. It's all whether we actually have enough straight line speed to deal with him. He hasn't got DRS, so we have got overspeed. I don't think we're going to quite make the move just yet. We'll wait until the high downforce corners. Oh, he comes over to defend. He managed to make the move stick. That was close. But we're through. Up to 8th place in this Grand Prix now. Oh, sorry, 9th place. I beg your pardon. I thought Stroll was in 8th. Never mind. 2 championship points.
1.9 seconds.
Well, a bit of a dive bomb on Bottas, admittedly.
Nice move. Good
But
job.
we're through. You know, we didn't take him out. Just a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, but or tyre-to-tyre, I should say. He'll probably pass us anyway on this straight, because again, our straight line speed isn't brilliant. He's got the quadruple toe. Although our triple toe has worked at least. And we're up to 8th now. I think the best we can probably do is 6th. Unless there's any more pit stops / retirements to come.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
This could be our chance. Perez hasn't got DRS this time. And we come to the inside. We managed to make the move stick. We're up into 7th place, back where we started this Grand Prix. Absolutely crazy. The goings on. We've made it back up from 19th place, remember, when Charles Leclerc passed us. And, we're back up to 7th now. And hopefully we'll be able to snatch 6th from Carlos Sainz. Well, last lap everybody, and this is our chance now to get Carlos Sainz. He's gone to the inside. we've managed to make it through and back up into 6th place, which is, you know, on the face of it, a good result. But Fernando Alonso is going to win this Grand Prix, and it's a missed opportunity for us, really. You know, not much we could have done. It was annoying, the pit stop, how all the cars were allowed to sort of go out before me. But we've managed to battle back and get some really good points from this Grand Prix weekend. Oh my goodness, we nearly binned them all there. But, you know, another couple of laps and we might have got up to 5th.
Engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down.
But it's all good. It's all good, and you know, we've managed to hold it together on this final lap the way we didn't the last time. Lewis Hamilton set a fastest lap pretty much the last 5 laps of the race, but Fernando Alonso has won in front of his home crowd, and McLaren's first win since 2012. We can only manage 6th.
Take care of the car on the way in.
A great win then for the McLaren team today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today.
Absolutely amazing to see Alonso up there, and Lewis Hamilton and Vettel rightfully clapping him. And, absolutely delighted for Fernando there to get a win in front of his home crowd.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
My driver of the day was Charles Leclerc. He did a cracking job moving through the field, just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
So there we have it then. Fernando Alonso wins the Spanish Grand Prix with Lewis Hamilton in 2nd. Vettel finishes 3rd. Hamilton only 0.75 of a second behind Alonso, and you would have to say if Hamilton had another lap, he would have had him easily due to the DRS. But yeah, Ricciardo 4th, Gasly a really good 5th for him. We finished 6th, which, you know, considering where we were, I don't think it's too bad. We set a fairly competitive lap time, pretty much on the bubble with Fernando. So it just shows that we were just as quick as him. But it was just a pit stop in the end, you know, and we probably lost the bulk of those 15 seconds in the pit stop. You know, even though we were bunched behind the safety car, having to pass all those cars lost so much time. You see, as soon as we were in clean air, we managed to get through fairly easily. But that's the way it goes, and you know, I'm sure we'll get the look at some point in this season. But 6th place, a really solid performance on the face of it, and I think we can be really, really happy with that. We're 1 point ahead of Fernando in the rivalry still, and we've got some resource points. We've actually
on to the next one. We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be.
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna invest in some more R&D. Do we go for lightweight, or do we it's tyre blankets? That'll improve the tyre wear a little bit. Or actually, we've already got that in development. So if we go for this one, it'll take us up to, by the looks of it, about Haas, maybe Renault, in terms of chassis, which will really help us, I think. And if we look at the vehicle comparison thing, it'll take us to virtually where Ferrari are, so we should be reasonably competitive in a few Grand Prix time, and perhaps it'll be the rest of the season will be about myself and Fernando taking it to the Mercedes and really trying to reel in that points gap. You know, there's still a long way to go this season. 16 rounds, so plenty of points still to play for. We're not out of the championship yet, most definitely not. You know, yes, it's 58 points behind or whatever, but if we string off a few victories in a row in the mid part of the season, we could be on for something special here. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And if you have enjoyed this crazy episode of F1, then make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe.